Hello everyone and welcome to this presentation on graphics. My name is Mr. Noon and I'm the graphics teacher in St. Paul's College. In this presentation we'll be looking at the subject graphics and hopefully it'll give you some answers on whether this is the subject to choose for you. So to begin, what is graphics? So the subject is made up of three main components: 2D graphics, 3D graphics and applied graphics, with the student at the center of this learning experience. Some examples of 2D graphics from first year students would be this board drawing of an emergency exit sign, this board drawing of a toilet sign. Some examples of 3D graphics would be this freehand sketch from a first year student, and another would be this Lego block that has been modelled by a first year student to make a Lego block. So the platform that this student has used is Onshape. So some changes and course overview. So the new junior cycle course is called Graphics. This is a small bit different to what would be traditionally known as the technical graphics subject. So there has been three big changes to the subject, but the core remains the same. So the three changes are made in the classroom and with the way the subject is assessed. In the classroom, there is more emphasis placed on developing spatial reasoning skills. There's also more emphasis on freehand sketching. There's more scope for teachers to employ evidence-based teaching approaches like peer assessment, self-assessment, group work, and the sharing of learning intentions for students. Two new formative assessment methods have been introduced. These are called classroom-based assessments. The first classroom-based assessment will take place at the end of the student's second year studying the subject. This will be based on the student's ability to communicate their ideas through freehand sketching, both 2D and 3D. The second CBA will take place at the beginning of the student's third year. This will support students in preparing for their project. The project will take place midway through the student's third year and will be complete over a 4-week window. The project will focus on sketching and 3D modelling. For example, using the same system as the student in first year used to model the Lego block. The theme of this project will be informed by the second CBA. This project will be marked by the SEC. The project will be worth 30%, and a final exam will be worth 70%. The exam will take place over a 2-hour period at the end of the student's third year. The exam will be pitched at a common level and will be marked by the SEC. So, what if you decide to study graphics? In this section we will look at the skills developed, we'll look at the classroom, we'll look at the equipment that we learn how to use, we'll look at possible progression to Leaving Cert, and further on to career preparation. Finally, we'll look at what's probably most important, what other students actually think of the subject. So the skills developed, mostly these will be spatial literacy skills, numeracy skills like adding, subtracting, multiplying, and mental maths. Literary skills, so new terminologies used with the subject. Communication skills, including sketching, and an overall appreciation for neatness. You will also get an opportunity to learn in our state-of-the-art classroom. This classroom comfortably sits 24 students, which is surrounded by 24 computers, all loaded with 3D modelling software. We'll learn how to use various types of equipment, This is from our manual drafting equipment on the left, so our T-squares, set squares, pencils, rubbers and board drawing equipment. And on the right we'll also get an opportunity to use these 3D modelling softwares, so SolidWorks and Onshape are two examples of this. The subject is a natural progression into DCG, which is Design and Communication Graphics. It's an essential stepping stone to study design and communications at Leaving Cert level. Possible career paths for students who decide to study graphics and then possibly go on and study DCG would be a landscape architect, graphic designer, photographers, engineers, physicists, astronomers, CNC programmers, advertising, air traffic control, and the list goes on and on. Finally, what our students say about the subject. So we have two examples from first year students and two examples from second year students. First year student says, I like graphics because unlike any other subject, this is all new to me. I am not learned about things I already know, which makes it very interesting. I also find it very enjoyable thinking and finding answers. I like graphics as I think it is a skill that can be used in many professions. So some second years say, I like graphics because I don't like drawing people, but I love to draw objects in detail. And another second year student says, I like graphics because it's fun and relaxing. Finally, we have a list of resources that you can look into if you want to see some more. So you could Google the graphics specification 2019. You could look up on YouTube Dermot Bannon's video describing graphics. And if you'd like, you could take a spatial skills test. If you do well in this, you're on the right track to be going very good at graphics as well. Okay, I hope you found this presentation insightful, and I hope to see you in the coming year.